Welcome to Chain Reaction by Capital Copilot, your daily dose of the latest in cryptocurrency news, market insights, and blockchain trends. Let's get started. Bitcoin continues struggling below $100,000, currently trading around $92,000 after briefly dipping below $90,000 earlier this week. The market has shed nearly 30% from its October peak of $126,000, with sentiment firmly in extreme fear territory. The Fear and Greed Index has remained at 11 for 6 consecutive days, the lowest reading since April. This correction now ranks among the steepest since 2017, with analysts warning the bottom may not be in yet. BlackRock's Bitcoin ETF suffered its worst day ever on Tuesday, November 18th, bleeding $523 million in a single session. That brings the 5-day outflow streak to $1.4 billion. The fund manages over $73 billion, but has seen institutional capital flee as macro uncertainties mount. Fidelity and Grayscale funds also posted significant withdrawals, with total Bitcoin ETF outflows exceeding $2.3 billion over the past month. But it's not all bearish. New altcoin ETFs are launching despite the downturn. Bitwise's XRP ETF began trading on November 19th, while Grayscale and Franklin Templeton XRP funds could list on November 24th, along with a Grayscale Dogecoin ETF. Canary Capital's XRP fund generated $58 million on opening day, the highest opening day total for any ETF in 2025. Meanwhile, Solana ETFs continue attracting flows, with Bitwise's staking product accumulating over $600 million in assets since late October. India is making waves with plans for a rupee-backed stablecoin called the Asset Reserve Certificate, or ARC. Developed by Polygon and fintech firm Ankh, the token targets a tentative Q1 2026 launch. It will maintain a one-to-one peg with the rupee and operate within a 2-tier framework alongside India's central bank digital currency. The initiative aims to prevent capital outflows into dollar-backed stablecoins and keep liquidity within India's domestic economy. Only business accounts can mint ARC tokens, which require acquiring cash equivalents like government securities. In Washington, Mike Selig faced his Senate confirmation hearing for CFTC chair on November 19th. He told lawmakers that cryptocurrency regulation would be a critical mission for the agency. Selig emphasized creating a framework that protects investors while allowing software developers and new exchanges to thrive. He also called Bitcoin mining vitally important infrastructure that should be built in the United States. A confirmation vote is scheduled for Thursday, November 21st, and if approved, Selig will have a clear path to implement the Trump administration's pro-crypto agenda. El Salvador doubled down on its Bitcoin strategy, purchasing 1,090 BTC worth $100 million as prices fell. This brings the country's total holdings to 7,474 Bitcoin valued around $700 million. The purchase directly contradicts commitments made to the IMF, which required El Salvador to avoid increasing public sector Bitcoin exposure. President Bukele publicly disclosed the transaction, reaffirming the nation's commitment to its dollar-cost averaging strategy. That's a wrap for today's edition of Chain Reaction by Capital Copilot. We hope you're feeling more informed and ready to navigate the cryptoverse. Until next time, keep your digital wallets ready.